Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another episode of the Hair of the Dog podcast. This is Snoop speaking. My brother, would you like to introduce yourself?
Gabriel, pleasure as always. Glad to be here.
Oh, that's a little strong.
Oh damn, you poured it dirty.
Yeah, I didn't mean to do it that strong. You know what I'm saying? But before we actually, I just took a little sip. But before we get started, let's have a little toast.
Let's have a toast.
You know what I mean? So another day at the pod. Let's get it.
Cheers.
Cheers. Ah, good as always.
Ray juice is fire.
Whew. All right, so for this episode, not even gonna lie to you, we're gonna talk a lot about this rap beef. We touched briefly. It wasn't that too long of a segment on the last episode.
Yeah, a lot happened since
But a lot happened. We had to take we took a week off, even though we just started. We took a week off. My brother Jaden had was it your anniversary? Yeah, my brother had his anniversary, so we'll give him a shout out for his anniversary with him and his lady.
Hey yo.
But I think we should dive right into it.
Yeah, it's a lot to digest.
Yeah, so
it's thick.
Let's see here. Do we want to just start? Do you want to start backwards, kind of? Like, do you have a winner?
I mean, for sure, Kendrick definitely won. He did not lie when he said I'm with the culture feeling. It seems like everybody respectable.
I can agree with that.
What's up.
I can agree with that. I can agree with that for sure. As y'all learn, I'm a Drake stan, so it's hard for me to even say this, but definitely.
I'm Dick Rider. I meant. What did Kendrick say?
That's what you trying to say? Nah, man, you can't.
Something about.
Yeah, man, he makes great music, man. He makes bops, many bopping since it came
do it,
from.
Though?
Huh? Yeah, I think so. I think I think most of it. And either way, we love Chris Brown. That's undeniable talent, right?
I never said that. Very talented man.
Okay then. All right. So you know.
Never said that I rock with Chris like that. Because I don't. I do not listen to Chris Brown.
Yeah, you might not.
He smacked Quavo. Not gonna lie, I heard that.
Yeah, I mean, we were just talking about that, but I mean, yeah, you might not like him morally, but the talent is undeniable.
True.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
I can't deny it. I'll never deny talent. But if you're doing some weird shit, also, I don't give a fuck about your talent.
Yeah, I feel you. All right, well let's keep it to the rap beef.
That's the rap beef, and that's the problem. Because this motherfucker touching kids, that's not okay, and I'm not gonna listen to your shit.
Right, but is there proof? Is there proof from coming out? Not that bullshit internet proof that motherfuckers think they could pull together, and it's just be a whole lot of.
I'm just saying it was already weird. Huh? It was already weird, you know.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you could paint a picture. I mean, there's like evidence of the security guard that was there when Kendrick beat his bitch up. So for the same reason you don't like Chris Brown, how can you like Kendrick?
But where is the evidence? Because I ain't see that.
Oh, there's definitely a video. She did an interview just recently talking about what happened.
I did not see that.
Yeah, so I mean,
but I definitely heard all of that, and I was like, "All right, so what's up with that?"
Right. I'm just saying. I'm just by how strong you are with some of these stances. I'm just saying we got to be consistent throughout whoever it is.
No, you're right, because we can't be putting hands on people either.
Yeah, you feel me? So
I mean, but I just feel like, man, we've been through a lot of everybody's been through a lot of shit, and I feel like. It shouldn't be as common as it is, but like a lot of people go through like domestic like violent shit, like, and man, it's weird. Just leave the kids out of it. That's how I see it. I'm like, bruh, like I don't give a fuck. Like
for sure,
you dead wrong, fucking with kids.
For sure,
like.
And I mean, you dead. I'm
not saying
wrong. I mean, but there's no proof of this though. But there's proof of the other thing.
Yeah, there is proof of the other thing. But these are some heavy
Yeah, heavy allegations. Anytime somebody calls somebody a pedophile, it's a heavy allegation regardless.
Heavy. And it's Kendrick. It's not like just anybody saying it. It is Kendrick.
Right, but this is also a rap beef.
Yeah, it's a rap beef. But Kendrick,
just like I don't think Kendrick's kid is Dave Freeze.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's Dave Freeze's kid, but
because there's no evidence to support that.
No.
Just like there's no evidence to support that Drake has ever been with a
There's
child.
no evidence to support that he has had sex with a minor, but he alone is shady because I'll tell you what, I don't give a fuck. Why are you texting if I'm a parent of a 14, 15-year-old, I want to know why you texting my daughter at all.
No, yeah, that's no cap, but white people
like,
different.
I don't give a fuck. Why you on my daughter's phone? I don't want you close to her like that. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, but white people are different.
Yeah, it's like...
Did you just see that Nickelodeon doc? I mean, that's just not funny, of course not, but like, have you heard about it? I believe it's called Drake? Quiet on Set.
It was with Drake Bell, right?
Yeah, this shit with Drake Bell. Did you see it at all?
That shit like ruined a little tiny piece of my childhood. Like just knowing about that, I was
no cap. And when I used to see that, the one fat dude, I can't remember his name at the moment. But every time I used to see that dude, the fat dude that it was like there was a big segment about. I can't remember his name for some reason. I'm sure somebody could pull it up. But yeah, from Quiet on Set. Every time I used to see him at like those little Nickelodeon Slime Awards and shit, I'm like, that nigga look goofy. He looked like a goofball. But I'm just saying that to say, like Drake Bell's dad and mom were like, I mean, no, I believe his
dad was like,
his dad was on it,
like,
but his mom was just letting him do whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are different.
It's Drake's mom's fault that his booty hole got.
Oh my gosh, that is so.
Isn't it funny? Just something wrong with the name Drake or something. Like,
but that's not. Well, you can't say that because Drake Bell was a victim. So I'm saying.
Do you want? Don't name your kid Drake.
Actually, wait, didn't he? I believe he had some allegations on him.
Yeah, he does. He does
too.
And
fucking with young boys or some shit.
Weird shit. Like it happens to you, and then you like turn around and fucking do it to somebody else. Like what the fuck? Like.
Yeah, so my girl was just talking about childhood trauma and how it follows you and shit. It's like, damn.
Gotta heal that shit. Like it's not just going away. You're not just shoving it up under the rug or bottling it away. Like it's still there. You actually have to get through it.
So, what I don't want to get too morbid. So, what was your favorite record out of this out of this rap beef between Drake and Kendrick?
Man, I've listened to them a lot. Like, okay, I'll say first.
All right, let's go. Your favorite Kendrick record?
Oh, I was gonna say what my favorite Drake record was first.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. Either way.
Yeah. Definitely. Family Matters.
Family Matters was fire for me too.
Yeah, Family Matters smacked. I'm like, okay, like
even though he was really, really, really rapping on the hard part 6, like he was getting it in.
Yeah.
He sounded like defeated.
Yeah.
He sounded like he didn't.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't.
It sounded very defensive and direct. Like as soon as I heard it, I was like, one
thing about this though, Drake has been on defense the whole time. He didn't get a chance to have an offensive. I mean, I guess besides maybe the tailor-made freestyle, but that wasn't even really put out and was taken down.
He's shots though. He's on the defensive, but he's like
but by defensive I mean like out. He might have threw some blows, but I mean on defensive he's responding every time.
Yeah,
he never got a chance to be on the offensive, and I'm not giving him no grace on that. Like I do.
What did Rakim? What's the whole thing with Rakim? Because he said something about Rakim. I ain't even know you was still rapping.
Do you know who he's talking about?
Rakim.
No.
Oh, he's not talking about Rakim.
No, not Rakim. I hold both of the Rakims he's talking about in high regard, but also A$AP Rocky's real name is Rakim.
Oh.
And he's married. I mean, he's with Rihanna and Drake.
Oh yeah,
It's been a whole thing for a minute. So yeah. Now that makes that bar hit. That makes that bar hit a little different now.
Yeah,
he thought he was talking about one of our greats.
Okay, see, this is exciting. Like, I'm like, what else?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh
But
damn, I love ASAP.
yeah, me too. He hasn't
ASAP's
he hasn't
hard.
rapped in a while though.
Nah,
He hasn't rapped in a while though.
but he really be rapping the way he. I love ASAP. Hey, I love ASAP Ferg too. I just like his voice.
Yeah,
Ferg.
Ferg's my favorite out of the ASAP group. You feel me? But okay, yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I can agree with you on Family Matters.
Yeah, Family Members is probably my favorite one from Drake.
And then what's your favorite record from Kendrick?
Ah, man. As much as I like Not Like Us, and it's a bop, and I love
They not like us. They
Man,
not like
I love
freaky ass nigga. You a
I
6'9"
really
god.
like that. Like I'm like Euphoria. Euphoria, he just goes stupid. You better walk around like that. I'm like, yeah, that. Just the
I think-
3 beat switches and just how he just slides on it. I'm like,
My favorite one from Kendrick has to be Not Like Us. My favorite
yeah,
one.
it's just so fun. It's hard to pick.
But the song that I heard from Kendrick when I knew like it was gonna be hard to come back from is when Drake dropped Family Matters, right? And then this nigga
hour
dropped
later.
Meet.
Wow.
Not even an hour later. It was like 39 minutes,
yeah.
42 minutes, some shit like that.
Had
Later,
had
he
that
dropped Meet
vision
the
in
Gram.
chamber. Bow.
Boom, headshot. What?
That's probably the most disrespectful thing I've ever heard.
Don't start no rap beef with me. Don't start no song with me dissing me when you say, "Dear my son's name." We got to fight, and then go on and talk to my mom, my pop, and me in a monotone, like you my therapist.
Started the song talking to man's son, and then proceeded to talk to the rest of his family, not him at all.
And then at the end he said, "Dear Aubrey." At the end he wrapped it back up. Oh man, he told his pop. He told his.
I seen a video.
He told his pop, "Your son is not a good man."
The disrespect, yo. I seen a video. It was like Adonis when Drake grounds him, goes into his room and slams the door. Beep, beep.
It just starts
Give
coming on.
Adonis.
That's funny as shit.
Like, that's wild. Can you imagine?
That is hilarious,
I'd
bro.
break that motherfucking door down.
That is fucking hilarious. Oh my goodness. All right. Okay. And we both think Kendrick won, so I think that's pretty dope.
Yeah, Kendrick definitely won.
So what do you think about? I don't know if you
It's
heard
over?
about it, huh?
You think it's over? It's over. At least TDE said that
chapter,
the battle was over.
This chapter is
Yeah,
closed.
he said the battle. He didn't say the war.
This chapter is closed. I wouldn't be surprised. I know Kendrick about to roll out an album off of this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure the album's probably done. The way you know what I mean?
The way he's coming?
Yeah, the album's probably done.
Yeah.
So he's probably gonna piggyback off of this and drop, and then he's probably gonna take some shots in there. And I believe Drake's gonna go in the lab, and then I feel like Drake gotta bring us another #1 bop on this next album, flood the charts again like he usually does.
Do you think
and get some shots off? But these shots can't be they can't be backhanded like how this shit, you know how this shit built up for 10 years.
Yeah.
And motherfuckers with stones and hiding their hand. You know what I'm saying? Because it was all
it's
subliminal
gonna be
shit. Huh?
Kendrick said, if I catch flight, it's going to be direct.
Right. You know what I'm saying? I mean, after 10 years of throwing indirect shots, but I'm just saying. Okay, you don't got nothing to say about that. But yeah, so I think Kendrick has to come out with his album. He's going to throw some shots. I think Drake is going to come out with an album. But Drake has to give us some another #1 when he drops. He has to give us some bops. He has to flood the charts. And he has to come at the whole game's neck like he been doing. But mainly, he need to give some focus to Kendrick Lamar and drop names. And
We'll say whether or not
because it's like
he makes good music on this next album, Drake, and whether or not people know whether this is real or not because they don't have evidence, Drake has lost a good chunk of the world's respect because people respect Kendrick. Maybe some people have lost respect for Kendrick too because they've seen like that. Oh, he actually did put hands on his girl. So like Kendrick's lost some respect too. But overall, like I feel like the whole world feels like Kendrick's trying to be on his best shit, like to be a better like man. Like
I know,
actually,
but
and, like,
I feel
devote
like
to it, you feel
we
me?
can't say that because there's very. So the thing is, right? You can say a lot of these things about Drake, right? Because he puts his life on the internet. He's always done that. Kendrick has this mystique about him. We
See,
don't know
here's the
shit
thing.
about Kendrick. Kendrick could be an asshole, and I'm not saying he is, but I'm just saying we don't know people just because we listen to their music.
I'm just saying Drake's music, it's like, are you trying to be what you're saying in your music so hard because you're not actually like that? And it's like he's trying to become what his music's about, and it's like you're forgetting that this is a character. Like you made a character, you're not actually that.
I don't know where you're going with that. I feel like most of his music is mostly about being rich, fucking niggas, bitches, and popping, being the number one, being better than. I got more slaps than the Beatles. I feel like most of his music is like that. Very, very seldomly does he talk that gangster shit. And I
don't
mean,
even mean
he hasn't. He
gangster
never started talking gangster shit until he got rich. And when you get rich, you can move like the mob.
Yeah.
So I mean, if a nigga got 100,000, I'm not saying he and I never heard him say he gonna shoot a nigga, but I'm saying if a nigga got 500, 600 million, you get a nigga whack for a designer belt these days. You know what I mean? Niggas killing niggas over Jordans.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like when you know what I mean, and the mob ties, the type of shit that he got. You know what I'm saying? He plugged in with Jay Prince down in Houston. You know, Jay Prince make the whole Texas shake. You feel me? You gotta tap in with the Prince family when you go out there. If you somebody of some notoriety, you know what I'm saying. So you know what I mean. But let's just be clear. There's no charges brought against Kendrick, and there's no charges brought against Drake. So I don't want to throw out.
Okay, so I did see something about you know that verse where Kendrick's like,
Oh,
"Have
and
you ever paid-"
before you say that, one thing. There was a just over the weekend, past weekend, there was a girl that came out. You do have to get
saw
into the
that.
embassy with the ID.
Oh wait, not that one.
Oh, to get into the embassy is where Drake calls his house. You do have to scan your ID as if you were going into the club. So like you have to pass a whole security check.
All right.
So just throwing that out there. But go ahead. What you were about to say?
You remember the line where Kendrick was like, "Have you ever paid 500,000 like to open case?"
Yeah.
He was talking about, and I saw the blog post about it, where Drake, it was like $530,000 that Drake paid out to like somebody like accusing him of sexual like harassment.
Yeah. Also, but when you're rich and somebody says sexual harassment and it's a female and you don't have 100% irrefutable, like you could be a rich nigga, go home with a female, she has sex with you willing, and I'm not victim shaming. If anybody has ever been,
Well, if you didn't do anything wrong,
Hmm?
if you ain't even do anything wrong, and a bitch is really trying to get you like that, so you just a bitch and you just gonna throw 500,000 her way. Now you know you did something wrong.
No,
And
when
you're
you
like, "Shut up."
when you rich, you could do that because why?
You could be like,
I'm probably
up.
gonna pay the type of lawyers I got. I'm probably gonna pay more than that in lawyer fees if I fight this for a year and a half, 2 years, just to you know what I mean.
But would it
Now, if you
you're
paid out
lawyers-
30 million like P Diddy just did, now we talking. Come on, now that's different. That's different shit.
Yeah.
A little half a ticket. That's a one show for Drake. One show.
Yeah.
All right, I'll give her 1 day of my life to not have to worry about this ever again. I mean, until somebody brought it up and in the rap beef, but I'm
But
just saying.
see, if $500,000 is
But
a lot
actually,
to a person like that, why is his lawyers not good enough to put an end to this shit right now? Like, not like why would it be a 1.5 year long battle if his lawyers are really like that?
Because
That would
of
be
the climate of the world.
Like if he's really at that level, it's like
Because
he ain't
because
really
of the
ain't
climate
doing
of the
nothing
world.
wrong.
Literally, because of the climate of the world.
If I ain't do nothing wrong, I ain't paying no bitch nothing.
You say that, but you don't got 700 million in a brand to protect.
But if he probably has his shit like we don't know how he has it like set up like with his like as like a business, you know.
What you mean?
Like, so when you have like an LLC, like,
Mhm.
like you can't be sued.
Right, but
Like,
his
you can't, like-
Aubrey Graham can't be sued, but Drake.
But, like he's the one doing it. Like they can't sue Drake because it's not like that's a separate entity than him. I meant she would have to sue him, is what I mean. And like he doesn't have like assets.
But either way, the your
Just like Drake.
if
That's what Bill. That's what a fucking what's
think about it like this. Do you remember the shit that happened with Donald Sterling in the NBA? The dude, he was a NBA coach, and he got one of his mistresses was black, and they got into an argument. She started recording him, and he was basically saying like, I don't want you around niggers. That's basically what he was saying. So the NBA got that man out the league, and he's an NBA owner because it's bad as a reputation for the NBA as a whole. Made him sell his team.
fuck that guy.
Yeah, but it's the Clippers. he owned the Clippers. It wasn't Donald Sterling. It's not called the Los Angeles Donald Sterlings.
Mm-mm.
It's called the Los Angeles Clippers.
Yeah,
But-
but also fuck that guy.
Yeah, no, definitely fuck that dude. But I'm just saying though. I'm just using that as an example because you know what I mean. Yeah, if she's bringing up a civil case against Aubrey Graham, yeah, if that goes public, the brand attached to Drake, OVO, all of that is still going to be tainted. It's going to take a hit. Just like all this shit that is going. Look what we're talking about right now.
Yeah. Well.
And for the record, even though I like to give people. I like to be subjective to everything and give people grace, and you know what I mean. I don't like to throw cases on nobody, nothing like that. You know what I'm saying. I already know what it's like being a black man in the system and shit like that. So I don't never want to throw cases on nobody. But just for the record, even though I'm a Drake fan, if there ever was any charges that were filed and merit to that shit, it's over. You know what I'm saying. I'm not gonna lie though. I'm still probably bump his slaps because I still bump R. Kelly, but that's another.
How you feel about Drake saying you always trying to rap like
You trying to
always
free the
rapping like you
slaves?
trying to free the slaves, and I'm like, and I thought about
No, that shit was
like,
no. Look, I ain't gonna hold you. That shit, like, it was definitely bad timing after a motherfucker just called you a colonizer. You know what I'm saying?
No, he called him that after because he said in
No, but
Family
basically he
Matters-
was calling him. Before that he was calling him a culture vulture. Before that, no, he didn't say the word colonizer until the next song. You're right, but he's basically saying he was a culture vulture.
Yeah, and it's like, well, you know, get all the benefits of a.
Bro, I'm not going
so-
I'm not going to serious this out too crazy, bro.
Black
When he
man.
said that, bro, I started dying. It made me think of when Kendrick did this Super Bowl and he out there on his like, I'm black and I'm proud, but that shit just funny to me. Like, I got that type of sense of humor.
It did. Make
Always
me-
trying to run
it
like
did-
trying to free the slaves.
It did make me laugh. It did make me laugh. But I was like, that was disrespectful as fuck. And I was like, and that's exactly why Kendrick said, we don't want to hear you say that shit no more.
No, Kendrick played the perfect angle. That's what I'm saying. That was bad. That was a bad rebuttal. Kendrick played the perfect angle. He was the whole time he was saying, "Nigga, you a guest in our culture, and you trying to be on some bullshit." And
Well, you know how
by
you
that's
called him
him,
out, like,
by
oh,
him
you
saying
come
that.
to Atlanta when you want some money.
Mhm.
Like motherfuckers give you ideas and you run with it, and like you think you're the shit. Like how he's bringing like Future and 21, and he said 2 Chainz.
But can we also
Good,
preface
but
this conversation
why?
with before this even happened, you had Drake hate in your blood. Can we preface this?
Let's Okay, hold on, because that's not me. Augie has Drake hate in his blood. I be defending Drake all the time to Augie. I'd be like, but okay, because no, but I'm just saying here, I'm a hardcore Kendrick fan, so I'm siding with Kendrick. Not even just because Drake lost horribly, but Drake lost horribly.
No, Drake did lose horribly, but I'm just saying though. I'm just saying though. All right. Maybe
I
you're
don't,
right.
I
It
don't,
is Augie, but I mean, we've had
I
conversations
don't
before.
hate Drake. I'm just like, damn, he really got pieced up really bad, and I'm like, I definitely do have more respect for Kendrick. Like Kendrick, like his music. Wait, I make music that electrify him. You make
Fuck that
music
though.
that pacify him.
But J Cole, you like J Cole more than Drake, and look what the fuck he did. Let's talk about that.
J. Cole?
Yeah, you hold J Cole to a higher standard than you do Drake. I'm sure because I know the type of MC you are, and you're my friend, so I know already. So let's talk about that because that nigga home that nigga smoked his own boots, and yeah. I want to hear some of that same energy that you giving Drake right now about J Cole.
What do I not know about J. Cole?
What do you mean? What do you not know about J Cole?
What did J. Cole do?
That nigga said I'm
we
sorry,
talking about
King
that.
Kendrick. I'm sorry, I'm gonna bow out, King Kendrick.
Yeah, no, I love J. Cole, and yeah, we talked about it last time, but I'm just like, and I would tell J. Cole this right to his face too. Because I just want to understand. It would just be a conversation. Like, I just want to understand where that, because that's just not something that
Wasn't very MC like.
Yeah, that's just not something.
Wasn't very
like,
rapperish.
Okay, if you're gonna retract this shit, don't say anything at all. Just don't say
All you had to say was this is not something good for my mental health right now. This is about to go farther than I would like to take it, and leave it at that.
Yeah, don't
go on your own festival sucking dick.
Yeah, like you can't.
And I love you, J Cole.
I love J Cole,
But
like one of the hugest influences to like my music, like, but yeah, that like threw me off a little bit, and we touched on that last time, and I'm like, I get his perspective too, but I'm just like, I'm also like, and I feel like maybe he feels that too. It's like, damn, I shouldn't have said anything at all, because I don't want to. It's like, well, you shouldn't have said anything, because now you either got to back out of it and look like a bitch, or you got to run with some shit that you don't want to run with, and it's like, it was funny. I was seeing lots of shit like online after that. It was like people was like, "Nah, we understand J. Cole now." We were like, "It's all good." Like,
nah, I did see a lot of them shits. Like,
we need to
it's like
apologize
it showed
to J. Cole for apologizing.
Yeah, it showed like Drake looking mad crazy, Kendrick looking mad crazy, and then J. Cole just like zen as shit somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
chilling.
chilling. I seen a video of him. It was like the other day. It was like this past week. A fan like
Seen him on the beach. Yeah, and he's just chilling.
He's just chilling on the beach.
Yo, the funniest thing though, did you see the laptop he had next to him? He was like, get the fuck out of here with that search and destroy ass laptop. Because that shit looked like the search and destroy. The bomb.
Box.
Yeah, the bomb. All right, man. Before we leave this topic, man, you want to talk a little bit how I know we're a little late, but like I said, we're just covering everything. How Kanye tried to interject himself.
I did not learn about this until yesterday. It's May 11th. I didn't even know about this until late last night.
So yeah, he came in.
That made me laugh.
He changed it. Like I never thought you could make that like that. That like that beat is crazy. I never thought you could make that any better. But fucking definitely listening to Kanye tweak that shit. He made that shit way crazier. But them lyrics was trash. Kanye, sit your ass home, please. Like wildin'.
They got him on the meds again.
They got him on the meds again.
They got him on the meds again.
Man, I think he's at the point where he decides if he takes his meds or not. I think we know when he decides not to take his meds. I think it's very much shown on social media when he decides not to take his meds.
Isn't that crazy? Like being like that, where like you have to take meds, or like you're fucking crazy, and when you do take your meds, you're like still fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty weird.
what? Like you have to take medicine, first of all? You don't have to take medicine, but
Well,
fuck.
that's not a bad topic, but let's see here. What do we got? What do we got on the docket here? What do you got? Oh, so look,
When I'm thirsty.
I threw I threw a little wrench in the system. I didn't even tell you about this topic. I just had threw it down. I want let's see. You want to dive in nature versus nurture? I think it's pretty good topic after what was just displayed in his rap battle. As Kendrick is from the culture from Compton.
That's nature.
That's nature, yeah. And then as we know, Drake is a Canadian. He's a guest to hip hop. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And that's more of nurture. He had to nurture his skills, and I think that goes like hand in hand with what we were just talking about. What everybody was saying when Kendrick was saying, "This is what the culture wants. This is what the culture is." You know what I'm saying? This is what the culture feeling, exactly. To directly quote him.
Notice how I said we with the culture feeling.
But yeah, nature versus nurture. Do you think? What do you think?
That there's a mistake in thinking that nurturing is any separate from nature. It's all nature.
Expound. No, I don't think so. Because look, before you do that, there's plenty things that like from growing up in my environment that are very easy for me to navigate, that I see through life. But there's a lot of things that I went through life that I had to nurture those skills. I had to nurture because I've never experienced. It's out of my nature because it's not.
I'm saying that nurturing is.
It's not indigenous to my character.
Mm-hmm. But I'm saying the act of nurturing something is just a part of nature. So whether nature itself was the teacher or somebody else that observed their environment and knew about their surroundings.
Yeah, but that's the so I mean the overall of what you're saying. Yes, a lesson is being taught, and you have to go through different obstacles.
Still coming through nature.
You have to go through
coming from nature.
Different obstacles based on which one it is. But I think, all right, so if you just look at it like this, if you have a dog that you have groomed in captivity, and then or just look at any zoos, animals that were born in the zoo, right, and then look at the same animal born in the nature.
Yeah, that motherfucker would tear that motherfucker up.
Yeah, and if you ever were to put that nurtured animal into nature, it will.
Wild. It's true. It doesn't make it not natural, like to be like nurtured and to nurture something. But I also understand what you're saying. Like, it's more like
what's natural and what's artificial. It's not natural for a lion to grow up drinking the milk from a bottle and then being brought out food from humans. It's natural for a lion to drink milk from the mom and then go out and learn how to hunt.
This is something, like, think about it. Like, there's the only thing that's saying that something is not natural is our idea that something's not natural. Even the weirdest shit that humans do is natural because we sometimes separate ourselves from nature and think that we are not a part of nature, but everything in
it's not natural it's still not natural for a human to even encapsulate a lion.
Okay, think about this. Like, this will like break it down. Like, any substance that is created, people be like, "Oh, natural ingredients." I'm like, well, there is no such thing as an unnatural ingredient because you can't.
But you can manipulate something to not be natural.
You can manipulate something, but that doesn't make it not natural.
Or you can artificially make something.
But it still is derived from nature. And I like.
What about lab grown stuff?
Like, talk about this. They're like, they go deep into it. They're like, it can't be unnatural because it is of this place. It is of this. This is all natural. Whether you think of it because you understand as a human that like, oh, it wasn't like this, so manipulating it is different.
So
And it's that's not
so
what it was.
do you think science is natural, or do we have to nurture our minds to understand
Science existed without humans knowing about it or not. It's coded into
No, because
the
we
fabric.
created the word science. No,
Okay, but not the
things
word.
existed.
Okay, not the word, and not even the ideas or our ideas of the processes of nature, say for biology, like whether or not humans know about the science, this is the word we give in it, science. It's just something we're trying to further and further understand. But whether we understand it or not, it's still doing it. Science is sciencing. It doesn't need us to understand it. It doesn't need a human to write an equation that explains why it's doing what it's doing. It's just doing it.
I know. I think you just went to what I was saying. So maybe we're saying the same thing in two different ways.
Yeah.
Okay. So, with that being said, what do you have to say about the child that was put through foster care, that had to grind, that got out of it? They just posted up something. I think Ice-T was one. Ice-T was, if I'm wrong, sorry if I'm wrong, but I believe Ice.
So I just thought of like Rick and Morty. You seen Rick and Morty? When you said that, all I seen was the Ice Cube iced tea. You see Rick and Morty? He's just like all teed up, iced tea.
No, I believe Ice-T is came out of foster care, and now he's rich and famous. And then you have people that have both their mom and dads their whole life, and then they grow up to be like drug addicts and be homeless.
Both my parents, my father died of a fentanyl overdose, and my mom is a survivor of drug addiction. She done all the drugs, and she's the one that's still alive. Women are strong. My mom done way more drugs than my dad.
Everybody's body is different though.
No.
But
Women
women are different though, because I feel like
different.
I used to watch that show Intervention. It was that show was fucking deep on A&E. You shaking your head back there, JD. That shit was
like
deep.
men can't internalize things like women can, and I feel like when it comes to drugs, like it's easier for women to get out because they internalize like their feelings, but men were like we bottle shit up and then like
I meant
that's
like
what
just
fucks us up when we get on like when men get on drugs and you just see them like they're either like suicidal or they're like aggressive and like just like angry. It's like we bottle shit up and then we just like don't know what to do as men, and like we're like I don't know what to do. Like
I mean, me and you are
either take this out on us, but
we're
I
both
mean,
on
like,
drugs right now.
I mean, yeah, but we're not like we're at least somewhat aware, you know. We're aware enough to be like, oh, like I have like.
Oh fuck! I forgot to tell him this is an entertainment podcast, by the way. Even if it does apply, let it fly. Fuck! I forgot to tell him we got some serious shit today. We got to put a disclaimer up in the beginning, and also let Kendrick, Drake, and J. Cole know we love them.
It's all love always, you know. It's just this is what's going on, so this is what we talking about.
Oh my goodness. Yes, indeed. Quick little break, you know what I mean? Little smoke break, little rap break, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? That set that you have to do is about to be dope as hell.
I just hope I don't fuck up.
Even if you do, just get through that shit.
Yeah, I'd be forgetting because it'd be so many lyrics to remember, and I'd just be, you know, it'd just be me over the beat. So
many words.
And I'd be going the whole time. And I'm like, fuck, I forgot like one thing.
No,
I feel like everybody gonna be like, oh, you forgot, but it's like I'd be spitting. But we gonna get into some like would you rather. That's what we gonna do.
Okay, I like that. I like that. Okay.
This was interesting when I was seeing this. Would you rather? All right. Would you rather achieve all of your career goals but have no time for your family, or have all the time for your family but not achieve everything that you want to in your career?
Wow, it's crazy. That shit hits home so crazy, right? Because me and like fuck, I work. Me and my girl was just talking about it. I was like, I work like 11 hours a day at my professional job. Then I come home and I work in the studio, and then I'm out networking. So like I'm fucking working like 18 hours a day. And yeah, I'm able to provide everything for them so they don't have to worry about shit. You know what I'm saying? They have the foundation of shelter, food, water. You know what I mean? Like clothes, all that type of shit. So they don't got to worry about none of that. They don't have to worry about money. You know, I mean, by no stretch of the imagination are we rich, but they're good for now. But I do all that trying to accomplish more shit and get more goals, but then I miss certain shit. So would I rather be able to accomplish all my goals and have no time for family? That's a weighted question.
It's a loaded question, bro.
Yeah. If my goals are gonna catapult my family into generational wealth, I think I'd be okay with that.
Question.
Yeah.
If you're able to provide generational wealth for your family, but never be around to direct and teach them and show them the way, how do you think that will play out with, and not even you, just seeing it, like, because it's the world we live in where it's like, you know, father figure, dad got to be away making money, but if he going hard, he's away, but he's going hard, and the family gets to benefit from that, and he's creating generational wealth, but then, like, he don't get to be around, so he doesn't get to pass on certain values and morals and discipline and shit to the family because of the lack of time. How do you feel like that? It's like, man, it's so hard to create the balance, huh?
I'm gonna revert back to our previous topic and bring up nature versus nurture. I think if that's the case, if I knew that I put in all this, that I'm going to put on all this work, and I know that I'm going to create generational wealth, and I would not be around to be able to be around my family all the time, I believe my genes are strong enough that it can be recreated down the line at some point.
Right. Like you know that your son's, he'll know what he's doing. Like, he's going to grow up, and if he's got you in him, so it's in him.
And he'll also have resources that I didn't have. So like I didn't have access to all the private schools and all the resources and education and things that he'll be able to obtain way before he'll be able to attain that before he gets the money and make the mistakes that I probably made during the time to obtain these goals that I have attained, right? So
yeah. You just got to be there enough to instill that, like, drive in them to be like, look at what you got. Like I did not have this, like, and because it's like, it's two ways, you know, with our kids. It's always like, man, like, I always feel like that, like, money could spoil, you know, spoil them, or it could, like, you know, benefit them. But I feel like also that goes with, like, teaching our kids, like, financial literacy. Like, money does not just grow off trees. Like, we work for this hard. Like,
question for you then. I have a question for you, but before that, I want you to answer your own question. Would you rather question? Would you rather obtain all your goals and not have any time for family, or would you rather have all the time in the world for family and not obtain any of your goals?
I just feel like as a man, it comes down to longevity. When it really, really comes down to it, and it's like, as we continue, as you know, time goes on, we're supposed to get better, you know, than our fathers. So I feel like we're trying to create that balance.
Dude, that's logical, but life isn't linear.
Right. So, but because we didn't have it like that, it's like, man, when I think about it, it's like I almost rather know that my bloodline is good.
My
when I'm
grandsons,
dead.
grandsons, like they gonna be able to eat. They ain't gonna feel that pit in my stomach that I had.
Exactly.
To feel, right.
And you know what? When you think about it, what made you go so hard to do that?
The obscurity, the
Exactly. So sometimes I'd be like, man, I always feel like I'm gonna have money, I'm gonna get it. I know that, but like,
so
my kids ain't gonna be. They gonna be blessed for sure, like taken care of for sure. But also, it does not just come like that, you know. Like, cause I don't, you know, I don't want our kids to grow up like, you know, just thinking that like, cause we got it, they got it
type shit. Yeah, no, for sure.
And it's like, yeah, it is like that, but also, I'm gonna die.
You know, Shaq's one of the richest athletes ever. He's famous for saying, I'm not giving my kids shit. They have to go to college, finish college, and come and pitch me a business idea just like anybody else would.
And it's like, you know, I got you, but unless you prove to me,
you know I got you, but do you got you?
Yeah, do you got you?
Right.
Okay. Daddy's here, but you know. So yes, in the long run, if it had to be that way, I would rather see my family taken care of when I'm dead, because like when it comes down to the nature and versus nurture thing, it's like my kids got me in them, so it's like
and
they gonna have some sense about them. You
for
feel
sure.
me?
And I like to only stress about the things I can control, and if I can control that and not have to stress about it,
Right.
you know what I mean. It's probably very stressful if you grew up very old and you're about to go and you've never been able to leave anything to your family, and it's just like, damn, they just got to figure this life shit out while I'm gone. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I wanted you to answer that question first because I had a question for you. I think it was a 2-part question, but now I think I'm gonna make it a 3-part question. Would you rather be a billionaire, your family taken care of for the next few generations, but you're hated by your family?
But I'm hated by my
Yeah.
family.
You lost your wife, and your kids chose to side with the mother, right? But you're a
care.
billionaire, and they're taken care of, and their kids are taken care of for the longest. But during that time, to obtain your goals and obtain that money, you put so much strain on the relationships you had with them that they no longer, like, they love you, but they don't fuck with you.
That's fine. I'm still gonna take care of them.
Or the second option, would you rather police? See, sorry, still got PTSD. Sorry about that in the background. But would you rather
Release trauma.
Would you rather the first scenario? Scenario 2 is you make $1 million a year. You're not a billionaire, but you make $1 million a year, right? But you're never able to be home. Your family still loves you. You're never able to be home. You don't quite have the money to be generational, to make it generational, right? Like, you'll be able to leave enough money for your you'll get your kids through college and probably have enough money to get their kids through college, and maybe leave a business behind where they can either it's make or break. If they can help it, cool. If not, it's,
well off.
You're not. I mean, I don't even know if $1 million a year is wealthy anymore, but you're decent, right? Or would you rather make 200? Would you rather make $100,000 a year and have the most amazing family life? You know what I mean? You get to see every ball game, every recital. You're at you and your wife taking trips all the time. Like, you guys are locked in. You guys have the perfect little white picket fence family.
I want that.
You want that with the 100,000?
I want to be happy. I'm gonna die. I only get to live this life one time, if I'm comfortable and I'm smart and I'm having a good life and I get that time with my family and I'm decent enough to everything's taken care of and we straight. I'm not rich.
Everything's not taken care of with $100,000. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They say
Nah,
that
yeah. But
the
also
average house in the U.S. is 400 grand.
right, but living below your means is also a means to get by and create something bigger. So it just depends who you are and what you can do with 100,000 because the next person is not going to do the same thing
Right.
with $100,000.
Right.
You feel me? So like if I'm making $100,000 a year and I know I get to have my family time, all the family time I want, like what? Like and like yeah, like we're not rich, like I gotta make sure shit's paid, but I don't care because like I get all that time with my family. Yeah, I want that life because like that's something
that doesn't
I'll
that
never
con-
forget.
that would contradict your answer earlier of rather being
Yeah,
a
it would,
millionaire.
but
Being a billionaire and being able to give generational wealth, and or and obtaining your goals, or not being able to obtain your goals at all.
it is very contradictory, but like also I'm like that was a different question. I mean, if it was if I was gonna be
It's not a different
billionaire-
question. I just put some value on three different scenarios. It's still the same question.
I guess the first question, like, oh, you're, but you said my family hate me if I was a billionaire.
Yeah, but you could have went with number two.
Number two.
Scenario number two: you're a millionaire. You're not there all the time. You guys have a decent life. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, you're still reaching your goals. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not there all the time. You know what I'm saying? But you still have your family type shit.
Fuck all that. I want to be a billionaire.
Ah, turn it up on the ass. Fuck yeah. I need to be a billionaire just off the reparations. I'm old, motherfucker. Run me my ducats.
Fuck all that. I'm trying to be a billionaire.
I feel that, man. Hell yeah. All right, you got another one on that would you rather thing? What you got?
Shit, that was an interesting one.
We got it.
Yeah,
Nice
we
amount of
got
time
into
for
it for a minute with that one.
Maybe get one or two more off there, and then we can wrap up here.
What? Oh, that's the easy one. I'll just say it, because what? Would you rather have 3 great friends or 20 average friends? This is a dumbass question. Of course I'd rather have 3 great friends.
Hey, but we're in a
And
room.
3 great friends is times 100 each. I got 300 great friends if I got 3 great friends.
Right, but that's also.
I got 300.
Wait, what was the question? Would you rather have?
Would you have 3 great friends or 20 average friends?
So, but that's
Even if 3
weighted though.
great
That's
friends
weighted though. That's weighted. So
all day.
3 great friends. Yeah,
Great.
They're great friends, right?
Great friends.
But are those
average friends?
Are those my only 3 friends? Because you can be a great friend and
Hold up.
You can be a great friend and I never. But you're also a family man, so I never. What?
Average friend, we not even gonna say the word friend. That equals acquaintance. Would you rather have
No.
3 great
Average friend
friends
is
or
not
20
an acquaintance.
acquaintances?
You can't do that. I have plenty of friends that are just. I'm not gonna say, hey, you're my average friend, but like I have people that are my
You're my
friends.
average friend.
You know what I'm saying? You're my friend. You know what I'm saying? I have people that are acquaintances. Like, you know what I mean? Like, my friend can ask me for fucking $20 and I'm gonna get it to him. My friend can be hungry in front of me and I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna get you some food. My acquaintance, nigga, you gonna have to get in where you fit in.
This is a very like weird question too because it's like it's not time specific. It's like right now. But like honestly, that's like what I have. On God, I have 3 great friends.
But you also have all right. So this
And
question
I have
is jaded.
and I have 20 average friends.
That's why it's jaded for us because we definitely do have 3 great friends.
But on God, I would and I'm sorry, and I know that my 20 average friends will respect it, but I choose my 3 great friends over all of y'all, and I'm sorry.
20 average. Yeah.
I choose my 3 over, and I'm sorry. You know, I love y'all, and I wish I could have it, but if I had to choose, it's my 3 bros.
Would you? Would you rather have three loyal wives or 20? Oh.
Why you? This motherfucker's trying to get me. Three loyal wives.
No,
I
I'm
got
fucking with you.
one
now.
loyal wife.
Yeah, I'm fucking with you.
I got one loyal wife.
I'm fucking with you.
That's good enough for me.
One loyal wife that's worth 20 hoes.
Yeah. What do you say? What Kanye say?
Big booty, big fat booty bitches just don't fall out the sky. You know, that's what he said.
I love hoes. What's that song with Lil Pump? What did Kanye say?
I'm such a fucking hoe. I love it. I'm such.
No, he didn't.
Yes, that's.
What was he thinking?
I'm a wait.
Yo, did you know the whoop did? Hold up, real quick.
Fuck. I'm a sick fuck.
Yo, hold up. You know that whoop did he scoop? You know that was a diss to Drake.
No, why was
that? Was a diss to Drake. Drake wanted that beat.
What the
yes,
what, the song with Lil Pump?
He wanted the whoop did he scoop joint.
The one where he talking about poop on the joint?
Yeah. Whoop did he scoop. Whoop did he poop. Poop did he whoop did he scoop. You remember that?
Oh wow.
Drake wanted that beat and Kanye said,
"Nah, that's my beat." And I'm
hit that
poop
on the beat and then dropped it. That was a Drake diss.
That's petty.
None of us knew that.
Yeah, I didn't need to know that. I found that out today, and I didn't need.
That was a Drake diss. How petty is? I love Kanye. That's some petty shit.
No, I love
and it went platinum. Whoop did he scoop went platinum.
Yeah, that's a damn shame. That's a damn shame.
What were we talking about before we?
No, that was great. We're about to go. Give me another. Would you rather? That was a great deflection off the direction that I was taking the question. Ooh, that was a bar. That was a great deflection of the that was a great deflection of the direction that I was taking that question. Oh, there's some bars right there. Oh man. I have a fucking sick mind. I'm like a. No, I'm not even gonna say that on camera. We're gonna shelf that. Leave that right on the shelf. Leave that shit right on the shelf. Oh fuck. Where we at? Oh yeah, come on. Let's get one more topic in. Hey Jaden, if you don't mind, could you hand me that no name vodka and that no name cranberry juice right there?
Yeah, that no name. You don't have to blur out the no name beer.
I don't know who makes this vodka here.
We gonna have to. Hey, you better get your editing skills up because I'm gonna do this on purpose, and this is gonna force you to get better. But we gonna have to blur out this no name beer that I'm drinking.
This no name beer that I'm drinking. And get one more swig for the palate for these last two. You can bring up one more of them would you rather's, and I got something to end the pod after that.
Yeah. By the way, this is a really good no name beer. This is one of my favorites.
You can't give attributes to the no name beer and not give it a name.
No, but that's what makes it funny.
Oh, you're right. Actually, yeah. And he bought that naturally. No one nurtured him into buying that beer.
And if you know which no name, if you still want to watch, and you know what no name.
No, if no name beer brand is out there watching and they want to spend a couple dollars, come on, fuck with us. Yeah, I mean we'll unblur that for you. But let's see what the internet's talking about. What we got here?
All right, let's hit one more.
Find a good one now. Don't just reach for peaches.
Would you rather only be able to speak in rhymes or only speak in four-word sentences?
So like I would have to be like I would have to be like that was a good deflection for the direction of my question when I speak all the time, or I would only be able to be like, "What's up, my nigga? Ain't shit happening, yo." Like that's what you mean?
Yeah, 4-word sentences. That's it. Or you gotta rhyme everything.
Damn. I think I might have to forward him to death. I might have to. I might.
don't have the energy to rhyme everything.
Every yeah, what if I got? What if I wake up and I need some water? I just want to be like, I need some water. Yeah,
That's 4 words.
that's 4 words right there. You know what I'm saying?
It's like, what if you don't even have 4 words though? What if you don't have 4 words in you?
And then what? I would never be able to say the color orange.
You're like, I need.
What color are your socks?
I need.
That's all I mean. You know what I'm saying? I would never be able to say nothing that with orange in there.
What did Eminem say? He said, I just bought an orange, and then I walked out the storage, and closed the door, and the door hinge broke.
While I'm drinking
Man,
porridge.
I was drinking porridge.
Lower than the floor is.
And I'm out here looking for mushrooms. I'm foraging.
Drinking cores on golf courses.
See what we about? I'm imploring.
Yeah, you feel me? Nah, but I think I have to speak in 4 words. What would you?
Yeah, we speaking forward.
Yeah, 4 word sentences. All right, that was a good one. Before we end the pod here, let's fucking Damn, I don't know if I ended the pod with this with this last time, but even if I did, it's still cool. I think I did. Did I say what's the vision? What's your vision for the podcast in the next year?
Huh?
I don't think I did then. So, what is your vision for the podcast for the next year? What do you want to accomplish in the next year?
First of all, you already know I'm trying to get that LED light.
Oh, the neon, yeah. Our neon, yeah.
Yeah.
We gotta find someone to create a dope logo for us.
Yeah. Like, get that neon light set up. And then, I mean, that's just basic shit, but really, like, you know, I would like to have like I would like, you know what? I would like to get a sponsor.
Okay, I like that.
I would like to get a sponsor. That's what I've been thinking about. Like,
Me,
that would be dope.
Me personally, I think if we could get like in a year's worth, if we're consistent, right? And I think as long as we're consistent, I think we could. Like, okay, let's put a time on it. A year from today would be, because to this day, even though we shot an episode, we didn't drop any episodes to this day. Saturday, May 11th. So by May 11th next year, I would love to have 50 to 75,000 subscribers, and like at least a strong tentative fan base of like at least 500 to 1,000 people who are just interacting, commenting, shooting off topic ideas, telling us what they like, what they don't like, people who actually watch it and engaging. I think that would be dope.
We really get into it. Like, you give us anything to talk about, like.
Yeah, and we'll break it down. And like I said, it's an entertainment podcast, so we might say facts, we might fucking lie, and then if it don't apply, let it fly. And if it does apply, let it fly.
Shoot. Gotta be real bad.
All right. Any last words for the pod?
It's Gabriel. It's Snoop. We out. Hair to Dog podcast. Thank you for tuning in.
Deuces.
Next time on the Hair to Dog podcast.
Deuces.